So today we're going to be innovating on a YouTube video category that I've liked for years, but I always thought was a little boring, and that's tier list. Like, watching somebody make a full tier list is kind of boring. Maybe if you're sitting down eating dinner and you smoke a joint, it's fun to watch, but it's not really that entertaining. So today we're going to innovate that type of video, and I'm going to be giving you guys my S tier Call of Duty Zombies maps. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first one is Darice from World at War. Now, I know in comparison to newer Call of Duty Zombies maps, this one's kind of boring and doesn't have much going on, but within the context of World at War and early 2010s COD Zombies, it is a fantastic map, and it has honestly aged really well for me. Like, if I want to go back and have a very casual zombies experience that's also a little challenging, World at War Darice is kind of perfect for this because the weapon pool is really cool. Like Wunderwaffe, MG42, Browning, like, it feels really rewarding to get those guns from the box, and, you know, a very classic and nice zombies experience. And if you want a nice bare bones go at COD Zombies, I think, you know, World at War or even Black Ops 1 Darice is a great experience. So the good old classic Mob of the Dead, man. I mean, who doesn't love Mob of the Dead? It has a celebrity cast that's absolutely stacked. We've got Ray Liotta, Chaz Palminteri, Michael Madsen, and Joe Pantoliano. Sorry if I said that last one wrong, but those are three iconic actors, and I'm not sure about the guy that plays Weasel, but the other three are just classic. You know, they've been in so many classic films, and it's really, really cool. Like, guys, the Mob of the Dead cast is probably the best Call of Duty Zombies cast we've ever had besides Primus and Ultimus, and I think that makes this experience really, really special. And I also think Alcatraz is just infinitely iconic. It has infinite aura, and there's so many cool factors about this COD Zombies map. Like, it introduced the Soul Collection Hellhound thing where we get the Hell's Retriever, which is really, really unique. The Blundergat is like an insane wonder weapon, and Jason Blundell's like a genius for coming up with that. And you can get the Acid Gat or the Sweeper upgrading it, so there's different upgrade variants. You go to the Golden Gate Bridge for Pack-a-Punch. Like, this map just oozes aura and finesse, and it's actually the reason that Black Ops 2 is as iconic as it is, because I know a lot of you probably weren't around then, but in 2013, after Die Rise came out, we only had Die Rise, Transit, Town, and all those maps on Black Ops 2, and it was kind of shot. Like, we were not having a great time, and we're like, did COD Zombies fall off? Does COD Zombies suck now? And then Jason Blundell was like, we're gonna steer the ship, we're gonna rewrite the ship, we're gonna do this right, and they gave us an absolute classic in Mob of the Dead. Coming up next, is an unpopular one, but Blood of the Dead, baby. I think Blood of the Dead juxtaposes Mob of the Dead perfectly, and I actually think Blood of the Dead has a much better layout, because if you go by the cafeteria and the spawn room on Blood of the Dead, that's actually opened up, and it makes the cell block and everything just flow a lot smoother. It is just smaller quality of life stuff, but the expansion is just fantastic. And, you know, by Speed Cola, I like how that opens up and goes to the book and all those things on that side of the map. I just feel like it's a much better layout, and I love seeing Primus go to Alcatraz. I didn't know we were ever going to experience that. Like, we know they did it in the Black Ops 3 storyline, but actually being able to play it and experience it on Black Ops 4 Zombies is really, really cool. I also love the Easter egg quest. I know that's unpopular, but it's a chore list, but for me it's fun and it's rewarding, and I do love the boss fight, and I love all the storyline stuff going on because it breaks the cycle, and that's just really, really cool because we were in our own Black Ops 3 cycle, and, you know, the original Mob of the Dead was about breaking their little cycle, and Blood of the Dead is about breaking the overall cycle of the entire storyline, and they branch off and do their own thing. Now, it kind of is like a bloody cum shot because we get, you know, tagged or toten, so it's not like full nice orgasm, but Blood of the Dead really alley-ooped the Black Ops 4 Zombies writing team to be able to do some really cool stuff, even though they kind of fumbled. I just think Blood of the Dead is a fantastic zombies experience, and I also love high rounding on this map, and I like how it feels like two different islands and like the bridge kind of connects two different zombies maps. I really think this is a genius map. I really, really don't think Blood of the Dead gets enough credit. Origins, baby. I mean, it's the classic. I've glazed this map. I've used my entire life to glaze this map. I mean, since 2013, I have been screaming into the void about how Origins is the perfect and ultimate Call of Duty Zombies experience. We have 4 elemental wonder weapons. The power on this map is not just a power switch, it is actually 6 different generators, and as you progress through the map you activate different generators, and once you activate all of them you get Pack-a-Punch, and that just makes sense. That is fluidity, that is gorgeous, that is how a map should progress. Everything feels nice and rewarding, the layout is fantastic, the 1,000-foot robots give it this insane scale. We even have music cues changing when you're in a different area of the map. We have elemental environmental changes. It could rain, it could snow, it could be clear, it could be fucking foggy. The tank to ride around the map if you want to is awesome. There's different elements like the mud, and you could run on the wood to, you know, do some, not exploits, but, you know, trying to get 2 lightning staff parts in one go. You got to use the wood and stamina up and kind of strategize. So there's just a lot of cool things going on with Origins. I truly don't think Call of Duty Zombies would be what it is today without Origins, and I don't think Black Ops 3 Zombies would have been that good if Origins wasn't the predecessor. Terminus, baby. I mean, Terminus is really an S-tier Call of Duty Zombies map. It is the perfect introduction to Black Ops 6 Zombies, and I think it's the best we're going to get with modern COD Zombies. It takes that weird flavor of COD Zombies that Cold War tried to give us with just armor plates and their new perk system and kill streaks and crafting tables and the new Pack-a-Punch. Everything that Cold War kind of lacked, Black Ops 6 fixed, so I really think this is the magnum opus of modern Call of Duty Zombies. I think the Easter egg quest is incredible. I think high rounding's incredible. I think the overall vibe is really cool. It really gives Mob of the Dead Shangri-La vibes, and it's kind of like a swampy, dark, mysterious map. And I think Black Ops 6 is really falling off because we keep getting these stupid-ass daytime boring maps. We need aura, and Terminus has that nightmarish aura, and I think having different bosses is really cool, like the Tongue of Fucks and the Amalgams and all these things, and you could I think Terminus is great. I don't even care. I love Terminus. Coming up next, we have Ancient Evil. Now, I think this is a phenomenal Call of Duty Zombies map, and it might be my favorite of all time. It takes the blueprint of Origins, but it makes it a little more mystical in a different way, you know, in a more Greek mythology type thing. I just absolutely love Ancient Evil, and me and my boy Jolts were almost first in the world. No one probably knows this, but what was it, April 2019 or March 2019? Whenever Ancient Evil came out, me and Jolts were playing it, and we could not get to the boss fight. The entire community was stuck on the last step before the boss fight, and everybody got off. It was literally like 4 or 5 a.m., and the whole entire community was like, all right, we're going to take a break. But me and Jolts didn't know that, so I'm sitting there. I have 200 subscribers. No one knows what I'm up to. Jolts is also in his infancy as a creator, and we just are so close, and I have like 500 or 600 viewers. Like, everybody was just watching my stream, and I'm shitting my pants, and we're trying to get into the boss fight, and we just played all morning trying to get it, but we could not get it. But that still was like true euphoria, and it was the first time me and Jolts got a bite of just having viewership and experiencing what the Call of Duty Zombies community can give you if you're just in the right place at the right time. So that was really cool, and there's my nostalgia tied to Ancient Evil. But other than that, I love the Easter egg quest, I love the vibe, I think this is the best Chaos map, I like the whole Oracle Medusa twist, I think this is the best boss fight in COD Zombies history. The Zombies Pegasus and the Zombies Warlord is just fantastic. I love you, Ancient Evil. Thank you for existing. Okay, we have 4 more S-tier Zombies maps, and I'm not really going to break them up because they're all Black Ops 3 Zombies maps. So the first one is Garage Crovey. Now, I think the storyline in Black Ops 3 peaked here. Going to collect Nikolai's soul was really almost the climax of the Black Ops 3 Zombies storyline, and the setup for Revelations was really iconic. Again, for those of you who were around then, it was really insane to collect the last soul and then be told we're going to the house, and then Dr. Monty is whispering in our ears telling us stuff, and then we get this title card that says to be concluded, and then it's Revelations. This was really iconic, and Garage Crovey, outside of Easter egg stuff, it is a fantastic layout. It is fantastic wonder weapon, fantastic vibes. It's got cool bosses, and this map just oozes creativity. Coming up next, we have Zetsubo no Shima. Now, I think Zetsubo no Shima is also a really good bite on Black Ops 3 Zombies and COD Zombies as a whole. Well, actually, let me say about Grod Krovi, this brought back the power switch and a little bit of simplicity, because Zetsubo no Shima, we had the plants, we had the water buckets, we had complicated, just turning on power felt like a lot, unlocking Pack-a-Punch felt like a lot. Doing everything on Zetsubo just was a chore list, and people didn't like that. Me, I love it. I think they juxtapose perfectly. I love playing Zetsubo, and then I love playing Garad. I like that Garad, you know, has a box wonder weapon and a power switch. They're just like, we're going to do stuff a little basic, but still have COD Zombies formula. Zetsubo is like, you got to build everything and have all these quests, and you're going to do it all, and you're going to fucking like it. So I think those are two Zombies maps that are fantastic. And then we also have Shadows of Evil. Now, I think Shadows of Evil is a great introduction to the Black Ops 3 Zombies experience and storyline. I really like the celebrity cast we have here. I love the Apothecary Servant. I love the layout. There's not really a boss fight. Well, really, this kind of was like the first boss fight, but it was, looking back at it, it's kind of lame, but it's still kind of cool. I love Shadows of Evil. I think it's great. And then finally, we have Darice and Draw. And if you couldn't tell, I like formulaic elemental zombies maps. So I love Darice and Draw. I love Ancient Evil. I love Origins. And they all have these 4 elemental wonder weapons and just mysterious aura. And they all have cool boss fights. And they all have just a lot going on. Maybe I just like these chaotic maps. But Darice and Draw is like a perfect blend of Origins and Mob of the Dead, because we have the dragons. You know, you feed them to get the bow, which are elemental bows, just like Origins. And like I said, the boss fight's iconic for Darice and Draw. And I just think it is the overall most polished COD Zombies map of all time. Like, it's easy, but it's also kind of difficult if you don't know what you're doing. So Darice and Draw is kind of just perfect in that matter. So that's it. That's my S tier COD Zombies maps. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you thought it was a little different and fun. I know I'm kind of a moron, and I'm the guy that makes gay Call of Duty Zombies TikToks, but sometimes I like to sit down and, you know, talk like an actual person. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.